My name is Daniel. I'm 33 years old. I live alone in a small cabin outside Bangor, Maine. And 15 years ago, my little brother, Adam, disappeared from our backyard. He was 8 years old. I was 18. We were playing hide and seek. He never came out of hiding. I searched for hours before calling our parents. By the time police got involved, it was too late. No signs, no clues, just gone. My family broke apart after that. Dad drank himself into silence. Mom turned into someone else. I moved out as soon as I turned 20, but last night, something happened. I heard a knock at my cabin door around 2:13 a.m. When I opened it, there he was. Adam, my brother, still 8 years old. Same Spider-Man hoodie, same gap in his front teeth, same scar on his chin from falling off his bike. He smiled and said, "Tag, you're it." I froze. I didn't know whether to scream or cry. He didn't seem scared. In fact, he looked like he had just run off and was ready to keep playing. "Adam?" I whispered. "Why are you looking at me like that, Dan?" "You were counting, right? It's my turn to hide now." I let him in. I know how insane that sounds. But what else was I supposed to do? He sat on the couch like it was still 2009, asked if we had Cocoa Pebbles, laughed at my phone, thought TikTok was a candy. He had no memory of being gone. To him, it had been mere minutes. I let him sleep in the guest room, but I barely slept at all. The first weird thing happened in the morning. My dog, Rusty, wouldn't go near him. He whimpered and hid in the bathroom. Adam didn't eat anything, just played with his cereal. When I asked questions, he dodged them. "Where were you hiding?" "Around. You just didn't look hard enough." At one point, I caught him staring at the wall, not zoning out, watching it, like he was waiting for it to move. Later, the power went out. Lights flickered. My TV turned on by itself. Adam giggled and said, "They always do that when they're close." "Who?" I asked. He just smiled. I called my parents. They drove over in silence. When Adam saw them, his face changed. He backed away. "Those aren't Mom and Dad, not anymore." He ran to the woods. It took me hours to calm him down. That night I started digging. Went through online forums, old police reports. Turns out Adam wasn't the only child to vanish around that forest. There were 4 others, all between 2003 and 2012. 2 of them reappeared. Same age, same clothes, same stories. Those families either disappeared themselves or were found dead. Doors locked from the inside. No cause of death. One detective, retired now, left a comment on a thread. "If your lost one comes back unchanged, run. I set up a camera while Adam slept. In the footage, the bed is empty. He doesn't show up at all. When I confronted him, he said, 'They said you'd try that.'" That night, I woke to find him standing beside my bed, eyes pitch black. "You should have never opened the door, Dan." Shadows moved behind him. Whispers filled the room. Laughter, like dozens of children giggling. He touched my forehead. I couldn't move. He leaned in and whispered, "Tag, you're it. This is my last post. I packed the truck. I'm taking him somewhere deep. Maybe the Rockies, maybe further. I don't know what he is. But he's not my brother. And yet, part of me still hopes he is. If you find this journal, burn it." Final note. Rangers found this notebook inside a burned cabin near Baxter State Park. No bodies, no tracks, just a child's handprint scorched into the ceiling, and the words, "Come play with us," etched into the walls, over and over. My name is Emily. I'm 27 now. When I was 12, my grandmother died and left us her old Victorian house in Vermont. My parents decided to sell it. Before the realtors came, we spent a weekend cleaning it out. That's when I found the mirror. It was hidden behind an old wardrobe in the attic. Tall, ornate, black glass. Cold to the touch. When I looked into it, I saw myself. But not quite. My reflection didn't blink when I did. didn't smile when I smiled. That night I had a nightmare of myself standing in the mirror watching me sleep. When I told my mom, she just laughed. Old mirrors are creepy, that's all. But things got worse. The next day, my reflection was gone. The glass just showed the attic. Then it moved. My non-reflection stepped into view, staring at me, smiling, its eyes completely black. I screamed. My dad ran up. But when he came, the mirror was normal. That night, I heard footsteps in the attic. Heavy, slow. I thought it was Dad. But when I checked, no one was there. Just the mirror. And my reflection again. This time it waved. I covered the mirror with a sheet, tried to ignore it. But at 3:12 a.m., I woke up to the sheet on the floor, and someone breathing behind me. I turned around. My reflection stood at the foot of the bed, eyes still black, mouth hanging open too wide. It whispered, "Your turn." I blacked out. When I woke up, it was morning. Everything looked normal, but something was off. My parents were acting strange. They smiled too wide, blinked too slowly. And when I passed by the hallway mirror, my reflection wasn't mine. It was still in the attic, watching, waiting.